The Ford GT is more than just a car. It is a living piece of automotive history, a machine born from a legacy that reaches back to the 1960s, and a modern icon that proves American engineering can rival the very best from Europe. In this review, we will go through every detail of the Ford GT, the exterior design that screams aerodynamic precision, the minimalist yet functional interior that prioritizes performance, the heart-pounding performance that has made it one of the fastest production cars in the world, and finally, the price and value that make it both an exclusive dream and a collector's treasure. Let's begin with the exterior. The first thing you notice about the Ford GT is how radical its design is compared to traditional supercars. Its body is sculpted like a piece of art, not for flash but for aerodynamic efficiency. The teardrop shape of the cockpit, the long flowing nose, the muscular haunches, and the massive flying buttresses at the rear all serve a purpose. They direct airflow around the car, keeping it planted at high speeds while reducing drag. Every curve, every vent, and every opening is designed with performance in mind. Unlike many sports cars that use design to attract attention, the GT's design is dictated by necessity. It looks futuristic, aggressive, and purposeful all at once. Up front, the Ford GT carries sleek LED headlights integrated into an angular nose section. The front fascia features large intakes to feed the intercoolers and improve airflow. The low stance makes the car hug the ground, emphasizing its track-focused character. Moving along the side, the sculpted doors and side scoops remind you of its racing DNA, and when you see the flying buttresses connecting the roofline to the rear fenders, you understand that this is not just a road car, it is a car that was born for Le Mans. At the rear, the GT is instantly recognizable with its twin circular taillights, massive dual exhaust outlets, and an active rear spoiler that adjusts depending on speed and braking conditions. The diffuser beneath the car is equally aggressive, channeling air and enhancing downforce. The entire car is constructed from lightweight carbon fiber, which keeps the weight down while maximizing strength. Every detail of the exterior communicates speed and precision, making the Ford GT one of the most beautiful and intimidating supercars ever created. Now let's step inside the Ford GT. The interior of the Ford GT is minimalistic by design. Unlike luxury supercars that pack the cabin with plush leather, chrome, and decorative stitching, the GT takes a completely different approach. Its cabin is designed for one thing: driving at the limit. The seats are integrated directly into the carbon fiber tub, meaning they don't move. Instead, the pedals and steering wheel are adjustable to suit the driver. This design saves weight and enhances rigidity, while also giving the driver the exact feel of being part of the car's structure. The dashboard is simple, dominated by a digital display that provides real-time information about speed, RPM, gear position, and driving modes. The flat-bottom steering wheel is inspired by Formula One, featuring integrated controls for drive modes, indicators, and wipers. The paddle shifters mounted behind the wheel are quick to access, allowing the driver to shift gears in milliseconds without taking hands off the wheel. Material choices reflect the GT's performance-first approach. You'll find exposed carbon fiber across the cabin, Alcantara to provide grip and reduce reflections, and lightweight aluminum switchgear. The cabin feels compact, almost claustrophobic compared to other supercars, but that's because it's designed around aerodynamics and the needs of the track. Yet, despite the racing DNA, the Ford GT still provides features like air conditioning, a SINC infotainment system with navigation, and a premium sound system, just enough to make it usable on the road, though you know comfort is not the main priority here. Now let's talk about performance, the area where the Ford GT truly earns its legendary reputation. Under the rear engine cover lies a 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged EcoBoost V6. Some critics initially doubted Ford's choice of a V6 over a traditional V8, but once you drive the GT, those doubts disappear. This compact yet powerful engine produces 660 horsepower and 550 lb-ft of torque, sending power to the rear wheels through a lightning-fast 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. The result? A top speed of 216 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of around 3 seconds. But numbers alone don't capture the GT's magic. The car was designed and built to win races, and its crowning achievement came at the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 2016, where it took victory in the GTE Pro class, exactly 50 years after the original GT40's legendary triumph over Ferrari. That racing heritage is baked into the DNA of every road-going Ford GT. The suspension is one of the car's most impressive features. It uses a hydraulic pushrod system that can lower the ride height by nearly 2 inches at the press of a button. In track mode, the car sits incredibly low, stiff, and responsive, allowing it to corner with surgical precision. In normal mode, it raises slightly, providing just enough clearance for street driving. The active aerodynamics, including the rear spoiler and adjustable diffusers, constantly adapt to speed and driving conditions, ensuring maximum grip and stability. Braking performance is equally jaw-dropping, thanks to carbon ceramic Brembo brakes that deliver immense stopping power with fade-free consistency. The lightweight carbon fiber structure, combined with advanced aerodynamics and powerful brakes, means the Ford GT can corner and stop as effectively as it accelerates. Driving the Ford GT is an experience like no other. It feels more like piloting a fighter jet than driving a car. The engine roars behind you, the steering is razor-sharp, and every input you make translates instantly into motion. On the highway, it turns heads everywhere. On the track, it is a weapon capable of embarrassing even the most exotic European rivals. Now, let's discuss the price and value of the Ford GT. When Ford first launched the new generation GT in 2017, the base price started at around $450,000. However, getting one was not as simple as walking into a dealership. Ford carefully selected who could buy the GT, choosing loyal customers, collectors, and enthusiasts who would showcase the car's legacy rather than flip it for profit. This exclusivity made the Ford GT not just a car, but a collector's item from the moment it was announced. As production was limited to just over 1,300 units worldwide, the GT's rarity makes it highly desirable. On the resale market, prices often soar well above $1 million depending on condition, mileage, and special edition status. Limited editions, such as the 66 Heritage Edition or the Gulf Racing livery models, can command even higher premiums due to their unique styling and historical connections. When compared to its rivals, cars like the Ferrari 488 Pista, Lamborghini Huracan STO, or McLaren 720S, the Ford GT holds its own in performance while carrying an unmatched heritage. It is not just about speed, it's about the story behind the car, the legacy of Ford versus Ferrari, and the proof that American engineering can dominate the world stage. That makes the GT priceless in the eyes of enthusiasts and collectors. In conclusion, the Ford GT is not simply another supercar. It is a masterpiece that embodies history, innovation, and pure driving excitement. From its striking exterior designed by airflow and function, to its driver-focused cockpit, to its race-winning performance, and finally to its exclusive pricing, the Ford GT is a legend reborn. It is rare, it is fast, and it is unforgettable. For many, it is the ultimate expression of Ford's racing spirit, a machine that proves sometimes legends don't fade, they evolve.